Hey there, YouTube fans. How you going? I thought I'd share this with you. This is a textbook case of dawn phenomena. So I'm wearing a constant glucose monitor by Libre 2, Freestyle Libre 2 it is. And I noticed when I got up through the night, excuse me, um, it was around 200, as you can see the lower points on the graph on that image. I wonder if I can bring that up. Yeah. And then let's see, hopefully. Right. Um, so I've asked ChatGPT about this. It went from 200 to 245 basically as soon as I got up, and it's 6 a.m. So let's read here. The graph is much more helpful. Here's what I see. Around midnight, about 250 to 255. Over the next couple of hours, you gradually fell to about 200. I went to bed at about 11:30, between 11 and 11:30. Between roughly 2 and 5 a.m., you stayed fairly stable, mostly around 205 to 220. Around 5 to 6 a.m., which is when I'm up now, it's 6:03. You started climbing again to 245. It's almost immediately for me, whether I get up or the dawn phenomenon or both. That pattern is consistent with the dawn phenomena, yes, which is where your blood sugar spikes with all the hormones and stuff as you get up. You didn't go low overnight, so there isn't evidence here for a Somogyi effect, which is the Somogyi rebounder, which is when your medicines are too strong generally, and you get a low overnight and then you bounce back to a high. Instead, you drifted down overnight, leveled off, and then rose in the early morning. The important thing, though, is this dawn phenomena does not tell us whether stopping your other medicines was a right or wrong decision. I have a theory at the moment. All my high blood sugars are because my diabetes is much, much better because of weight loss. It simply shows that your liver is releasing more glucose in the early morning, you see. Something that can happen in type 2 diabetes, regardless of whether you're taking Acarbose, which is a diabetes medicine, Glucobay. One thing I do find interesting is that your glucose did come down naturally from about 255 to around 200 overnight. That means your body is still able to lower your glucose to some extent while you sleep. In other words, you've got working insulin. The challenge is that the morning hormone surge then pushes it back up. I'd keep watching the next few mornings. If you see the same pattern, fall overnight stable for a few hours, then arise before waking, that would strengthen the case that you're experiencing dawn phenomena. One question: did you eat anything after dinner or before bed last night? That will help interpret the overnight drop. I would have had some cheese and some pork crackle, mostly protein, that is. Now, I want to ask this question. Let's see. 245, what is that in the Australian standard? 245 is 13.6. Yeah, that's high using the conversion. So your Libre reading of 245 is about 13.6. That's not a good blood sugar to wake up with, but I'm thinking that it's medicine related. That's still above the usual target range, but it's lower than the 19 to 24, 340 to 430 readings you've been seeing lately. What was the lowest reading I had in the morning so far? I think it was 12.9. From what we discussed, yeah, 12.9. All right, well, I'm going to keep an eye on it, and thought I'd share that with you. An example of the dawn phenomenon. Teacher Sal out. God bless. Class dismissed. All the rest of it. Ciao.